Good morning, everybody. TGI Monday. Welcome back to the COVID-19 pandemic briefing brought to you by Pirate Biotechnology, Morro Bay High School. Let's see here. We're on part 3, in which we explain how coronavirus causes COVID-19 disease. So, that is to say, we're here to study the pathophysiology of coronavirus. So last time we left off with this. We said that the virus comes in and infects a cell or cells, duplicates itself, makes lots of copies of itself, and then those copies burst forth from the cell, and you can see that it damages the cell. So that is true, but that's not really the whole story. That's just a little portion of the story as to why this disease makes you sick. Again, this disease is called SARS-2, which stands for Sudden Acute Respiratory Syndrome. So it has something to do with your respiratory system, which is your breathing. So before we can understand how COVID-19 makes you sick, we need to understand what makes you not sick. So we need to understand how respiration works. So that's what we're going to do here, is understand how respiration works. That's our mission for today. So Friday, March 30th. What you're going to want to do is go get yourself a nice piece of paper, get yourself a pencil, get yourself something blue if you've got it, and get yourself something red or pink if you've got it, highlighters, markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever. Go ahead and push pause and then go make that happen. You'll be able to use this on your quiz, and if you don't have these notes on your quiz, then it might be kind of difficult for you. So today is March 30th. It's not Friday, it's Monday. I don't know what I'm thinking there. But I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Jessie, because it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Jessie. And we're here to study respiration. So respiration is a word that sounds kind of familiar, and it can be a little bit confusing because you guys have heard respiration a lot in biology class. But the thing is, you probably didn't hear respiration all by itself. You probably heard it with the word cellular, like cellular respiration. So right here, cellular respiration. And cellular respiration, of course, is a chemical reaction in which sugar is combined with oxygen, and those break apart and recombine to form carbon dioxide and water. And this is used to produce ATP, which is used to power the activity of cells. So that's not what we're here to talk about, although what we're here to talk about involves cellular respiration. So here's what respiration is. Respiration is breathing and blood flow. So respiration involves cellular respiration, as you're about to see. I just wanted to point that out, that they're not the same thing. So the big players in respiration as far as your organs go, well, you were here to learn how respiration works. And those big players are the lungs. And what else? That's right. The heart. And what else? Whatever you said, you're right, because we're talking about the body, which is everything else. Okay, so we're going to start here with the lungs, and we're going to go ahead and model the lungs as a box like this with two openings, an opening here and an opening here. And we're going to model the heart like this. We're going to make a T like that. Bring that T all the way down here like that. Make another little T like that. And then we're going to put a corner on it here. And we're going to put a corner on it here. Like that. So the heart, we're going to show like that for now. Sound good? And then the body we're going to show down here. And we're going to show the body being a big box because it's lots of cells. And of course, the body does include the heart and the lungs. And we got this body here. We're showing it kind of down low. I don't know. Maybe this person like kind of carries their weight down low. What the boys? I'm trying to make a video here, man. Knock it off. Jeez. Okay. So the body is down here, and then we're going to start up here in the lungs. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a tube that connects the lungs to the heart. So we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like this. Jeez, man, how are you supposed to work at home with these kids? Okay, so we're going to show blood flow going this direction here from the lungs to the heart. Yeah? So this portion of the heart right here, we're going to call the left atrium, is what this portion of the heart's called. And you don't need to know that, just in case you're ever going to take anatomy or something. Actually, you guys might have learned this in biology class. I think you did. And this one down here is the left ventricle. And there's a valve in here between the two. So we can show that valve like this. So the blood comes into the heart through the left atrium, and then it comes out of the heart through the left ventricle. After that, the blood's going to go through another tube here. It's going to go, let's see, we want this one on the outside. So it's going to come over here, and that blood's going to go to the body. The heart is pumping blood to the body. So the blood's going through here like this, and it's coming into the body. And inside of the body, inside of the cells of the body, I should say, sugar is going to be combined with oxygen, and that oxygen is inside of the blood. And we're going to use red to show that this blood is oxygenated. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to kind of color this red. Oops. Like that. But what's going to happen is these cells are going to use that oxygen in order to burn this sugar. And they're going to turn the sugar and the oxygen into carbon dioxide and water. So there's a misconception out there that blood, when it has oxygen in it, it's red, and blood, when it doesn't have oxygen in it, is blue. And that's not exactly true, but we can use it just to model, just to show that this blood has oxygen in it and this blood doesn't have oxygen in it. This blood has a bunch of carbon dioxide in it. In real life, both kinds of blood are red. One's just a little bit kind of brighter than the other. The oxygenated blood is like a bright fire engine red, and the deoxygenated blood's kind of like more like a brick red. So anyway, that oxygen got used by the cells, and this carbon dioxide got produced by the cells. So this blood's not good for bringing oxygen to body cells anymore. So somehow we have to get rid of this carbon dioxide out of this blood, and we need to replace it with oxygen. So here's how that's going to happen. What we're going to do is we're going to take another tube and we're going to connect it right up here to the heart, like this. And we got the right, this is the patient's right. Like this is if this is a person laying on a table on their back and you're looking at them, this is the right side of their heart. So this is the right atrium right here. Atrium is where the blood enters the heart. And that blood's gonna flow like this. And it's gonna flow through the heart, through this valve down like that. And it's gonna leave the heart through the right ventricle right here. Okay, and then what that blood's going to do, it's going to go through another tube like this to the lungs. Like that. And this blood is still deoxygenated. So we're still going to use blue to model this deoxygenated blood, this blood that's rich in carbon dioxide and poor in oxygen. So we're going to show that going up into the lungs. So what happens in the lungs? Well, here's what happens in the lungs. In the lungs, carbon dioxide is removed from the blood, and oxygen is injected into the blood. So what's happening in the lungs is the opposite of what's happening in the rest of the body. Inside of the lungs, blood is going from being deoxygenated to being oxygenated. So that's how respiration works. The idea is that the lungs and the heart work together to bring oxygenated blood to the cells of the body and to remove carbon dioxide rich blood from the cells of the body, and to bring it back to the lungs where that carbon dioxide can get removed and the oxygen can get brought in like that. So that's what's up with respiration. That's what we're going to leave with today. And I hope you guys enjoy this Monday. See you tomorrow.